Okay, so basically today is February 18, 2022. No matter what market you're in, chances are you are probably feeling, how should I say, the downside of what's been happening in the global economic, and I should say the global strategic situation regarding Russia and the Ukraine. So basically, the story right here, pretty much everybody's repeated the same story. Stocks in lower Friday, slump for a second straight week on Russia-Ukraine tensions. Now, I think it's important to note that nobody expected that there would be a Ukraine and Russia escalation of tension right now. Nobody really expected that to happen right now. They expected that Russia was going to try to invade Ukraine during the Super Bowl, which was basically a week ago. But it seemed that America backed off, and it also seems Russia backed off. I honestly, regardless what happens, I honestly don't think Russia or America are interested in starting a proxy war with each other, especially over the Ukraine. Because when you really think about it, the Ukraine, they really don't have much to offer. Ukraine used to be part of the USSR. In fact, that's where Chernobyl happened and actually brought down the USSR because it bankrupted. Well, it was part of the reason they went bankrupt. But for the most part, I don't think Russia is trying to invade Ukraine, nor are they trying to occupy it. Now, I'm not Vladimir Putin. I don't know what that guy's thinking over there. But one of the biggest problems, I'll say, with America is the belligerence of putting missiles and stuff in countries that are surrounding other countries, especially nuclear-armed nations. John F. Kennedy had to remove Jupiter missiles out of Turkey in order to get the USSR to take their missiles out of Cuba. Because I guess the USSR figured, hey, if America can put missiles right next door to us, we can put missiles right next door to them. And that's pretty much what started the embargo against Cuba, which has continued all the way till now, till 2022, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about it. But anyway, stocks in general were down. As you can see, Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 232 points. If I'm not mistaken, it dropped 600 points yesterday. S&P 500 fell 31.39 points, 0.7%. The NASDAQ fell about 168.65. Now, it's only 517 right now. This story, I believe, was made about 10 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken. No, actually, it was made about 35 minutes ago. Okay, so what drove the market? Renewed fears of a Russian invasion of Ukraine added to weekly losses for buyers on Friday. Geopolitical headlines surrounding the tensions in Ukraine with Russia and the rest of the world throughout the West clearly have been impacting investor sentiment, said Kai Sasaki, Senior Investment Portfolio Management of Northern Trust Wealth Management. Long story short, President Biden, I think he said a couple of words about an hour ago, if I'm not mistaken, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I honestly think that this right here, short of us going into global thermonuclear war, this right here is actually a buying opportunity. Now, when I say a buying opportunity, most of the times you hear that, that's somebody trying to get you to be stupid enough to put your money in cryptocurrency. As you can see, Bitcoin right now is below 40,000. Again, all of these losers like Michael Saylor and all of these people, these no-name, fake-ass crypto gurus, talking all that shit about how Bitcoin is so big and this, that, and other. They were promising me for the last 3 years that Bitcoin was going to be $100,000 by summer. Shit can't even get to 70,000. Why can't it? Bitcoin has proven that it is not a hedge against inflation. Bitcoin has proven it's not. And by the way, some people might say, why are you just attacking Bitcoin? I'm only going to make this really short. I'm not going to make this long. Bitcoin is roughly 45% of the cryptocurrency market. The other 55% are over 17,000 other coins, but Bitcoin represents about 45% of the overall market. Now, as you can see, Bitcoin is 756 billion right there. Ethereum is 331 billion. People pouring money into this shit all over the world in hopes of getting rich and going to the moon and Mars and Jupiter and Neptune and Saturn and Pluto. They ain't going nowhere. So the bottom line is you see XRP down. Everything else is down, 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 down for the most part. They made big promises. People have put their money in. They put their hopes into this bullshit. And Shiba Inu has not gone Super Saiyan. Dogecoin has only declined more in value. Dogelon, all of this garbage, this Ponzi coins that they try to hype up. See, here's the thing, and this is something I realized a long time ago. First of all, none of these cryptocurrencies are hedged against inflation. Right now is proof that none of them are a hedge against inflation. We are suffering right now the highest inflation we've seen in a very long time. All of these things are down. They're not holding their value because they have no value to hold. They have no intrinsic value. The US dollar is what they are based on, and when the dollar declines, they decline. So there is no hedge against inflation. They also tried to say that cryptocurrency is anonymous. It's not. The government is involved. The government has access to the ledger. The government knows who's trading crypto. The government gets 1099 statements from all of your wallets, Coinbase specifically, Robinhood secondly. They tried to say that all of these cryptocurrencies were supposed to be anti-banking. The banks are behind this shit. That's why more and more banks are becoming more and more friendly with crypto, because they can charge you all types of fees and services to trade this shit. The banks themselves are not putting their own money into this nonsense. JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Capital One, they're not betting heavily on this garbage. They know better than that. They know, because they know that if they started betting in cryptocurrency, all of their investors and their clients who don't trust crypto, they know a lot of them would pull their money out and go elsewhere. So guys, don't be fooled. You're being suckered. We already know it. I've been laughing at this shit for a long time. And for you people who would point and say, oh yeah, well the value went up 1,000%. Went up there 1,000% in 6 years. Went up there. Yo, first of all, a lot of people who put money into this shit, they lost their keys, they lost their passwords. They couldn't even access this shit if they wanted to, because they got in so early that they became a permanent floor. They became a bottom for this shit. The people who made a lot of money initially, the Ponzi schemers, they have turned a lot of their money towards advertisement so that they could try to hype more people into this shit in order to get more money out of what they have still remaining in these coins. And they're trying to get you to put your money in until the day that they can cash out. People just like Michael Saylor. But you know what? I mean, the proof's in the pudding. What is this? Nayib Bukele? Where the hell is he? You haven't even heard nothing about him. You haven't heard anybody say anything about Elon Musk's bet. He bet on Bitcoin when that shit was above 50,000. So did Nayib Bukele. Well, guess what? You're down to 39,000. How's that doing for you guys? How's that doing for you? So I'm going to stop right now because I think I've already proven my point. I can just stop right now. I can talk about all this shit that's doing nothing, everything declining, doing nothing. The people who get angry at me are the people who played money into crypto as if it was a lottery ticket, and they thought that they would have a Lamborghini outside by now. They ain't got no Lamborghini. Shit, they can't even afford bed sheets for their mattress. Not off of this shit. They can't cash out. Once you put your money in, you can't cash out. You can't, because if you did cash out and it suddenly went up, you'd feel like a fool. So they're stuck. I used to have a lot of cryptocurrency haters and people come on my channel talking shit. But guess what? They haven't been talking shit lately. They haven't. They haven't, not at all. You don't hear them. They're quiet. They're as quiet as a mouse pissing on cotton. So I'm done. I'm done. So let's get back to serious news. So the stock slump has basically put everything down. But that right there is a buying opportunity, because you know what's not down You know what's not down? Oil prices. Oil, $91.66. Let me just say this. I am doing my taxes right now. I got my 1099 DIV dividend thing to give to my CPA, the form. And I'm making dividends, boys and girls. I'm making dividends. Oil's $92 a barrel. And I was reading this morning about the futures, and they believe it's very possible if this Ukraine-Russia tension, because you got to understand, when you look it up, you see Russia actually supplies, I believe, not only do they supply oil, but they also supply a large amount of natural gas to the global market. When all is said and done, Russia provides almost 15% between their natural gas, and I don't know about coal because I didn't read about coal per se, regarding Russia, but I was specifically looking up oil, and Russia provides a lot to the global market, between 10 and 15% at any given time. That's why in March 2020, when Russia and Saudi Arabia had their oil production war, it drove our prices down to like what was it? Premium unleaded was about $1.89. I was gassing up my cars with a $20 bill. But not now. Gas is $4.50 fucking cents right now. So yeah. What makes gas and oil so high? So basically, oil price it could go as high. They're saying that it could go as high as $150 a barrel. That's a possibility, especially when you factor in inflation. Let's see, Russia, Ukraine. It's like these people are fucking useless to me, and thanks to them with their bullshit, oil prices going up. But again, I get dividends back because I own oil stocks, and I bought so many oil stocks that it kind of helps offset the cost of filling up. But as I've said 100 times, I'm going to buy an electric car. My next car is going to be electric, period. It's just going to be. So oil futures on Friday marked their first weekly loss since mid-December as prospects for restoring the Iran nuclear deal outweighed fears of supply disruptions should Russia invade Ukraine. West Texas Intermediate crude for March delivery fell 69 cents. But for the most part, in the futures market and the current price of a barrel of oil, the price of a barrel of oil has continued to go up. It's at 90. It's basically almost right $92 a barrel. I was telling y'all to take your money and put it into oil when oil was $0 a barrel. But some of y'all wanted to buy Shibcoin. Some of y'all put your money into Squid Coin. And you lost it all. Oh, well, I'm so sorry you didn't listen to what I was telling you. So that's your problem. But anyway, the U.S. is indirectly participating in international negotiations with Iran in Vienna. Reuters on Thursday reported that a draft agreement laid out a series of mutual steps that would bring both sides back into full compliance. Long story short, the OPEC nations have done nothing to increase production. And that is part of the reason why right now you're spending basically $4 a gallon of gas right now. If you're using, medium or premium, you're spending about $4 a gallon of gas. In fact, the last time I filled up, gas was like $3.85 when I filled up. And I think the next time, gas had gone down slightly. It was like $3.70 something. And then within the last week, it just went up to like 75 cents. It's fucking crazy. Depending upon where you go, because sometimes I get gas from Costco, sometimes I get it from BJ's. In fact, right now my truck has about, like 1/5 a tank. I got to get to Costco or BJ's, get more gas. So that's where we are. Russia, Ukraine. Oil is up, up, up. Now, as far as demand goes stocks, I've been telling you, obviously, about Google. Well, let's take a look at two stocks, in fact. Google stock. Now, you have to look beyond what's going on right now. Google was, I think it was at $27.50 when I made my video. It has lost about $100. That's because of people pulling out, investors pulling out. But guess what, guys? Again, Google, you know what Google is. There's nobody in their right mind who's not looking for the future. And they're like, yo, listen, as soon as this Ukraine-Russia bullshit is over, Google's going right back up. Google right now is basically on sale. $2,608 per share. If this Russia-Ukraine thing continues, it may even push Google down to $2,500 per share. Regardless, all you got to do is buy just one share, and the stock split is going to propel you into 20 shares, which during the split will put you under $140 per share right now. 2,608 divided by 20. Let's see on my calculator. 2,608 divided by 20 is $130. So no matter what, if you get in, you're still paying less than $150 per share. But once all this bullshit is over, 5-6 years from now, maybe not even that long, whatever losses you're looking at right now for Google, I think y'all know better than that. It's going back up. Google has entwined themselves into everything. They're like Microsoft. They're like Apple. They're in our classrooms. They're in our office spaces. Everybody got a stupid shit Android phone. Regardless, I don't like those phones. But the thing about it is those phones suck. They got the new Google phone that has the anti-racist tone correction so that black people could take photos and stuff. Let me tell you something. Google, regardless how you feel about Google is going to rise back beyond $150 a share after the split. Period. Now, they're talking about Google, Facebook, and Netflix. Because, see, now here's the thing. I hate fucking Facebook. I hate Zuckerberg. Smuckerberg, I call him. I hate that motherfucker. In fact, I have 2 days left on my Facebook suspension, and as soon as it's over, I'm still going to go right back to kicking ass on Facebook. They may suspend me again for like the 12th or the 13th or the 15th time. I don't give a fuck. They might even cancel my account. I really don't give a shit. But I hate Zuckerberg. Watching him lose this much money, how much has this piece of shit lost? What was it? What was the high? What was the high? How much did he lose? You motherfucker. How much did he lose? How much did he lose? Yeah, and I know, listen, I know he's still rich. The thing about it is watching, him and other people pull out and, all this, it's like, I love it. I love it. Let's see. Over the last month, this bitch ass. So anyway, he lost, what was that? $323 a share. Now, over a year, it was as high as $382 a share. Wow. And he's down to $206. So he's lost $182 at least. So some people are asking, because it's funny, I actually thought that, and I said this, I thought Facebook was a buy about a week ago after it had lost money. But the thing about it is the Russia-Ukraine conflict has pushed it even further. Facebook very well might drop below $200. I can't be certain of that. I mean, listen, if Russia decides to lob a bomb into part of Ukraine, these numbers could decrease a little bit more. Now, if Russia says, you know what, comrades, let's be nice guys, go home. Well, if that's the case, then, the numbers might start doing better. But I don't really know. Maybe Russia's planning to blow the motherfuckers up over the weekend. I don't know. So all I can say is Facebook very well could go below $200 a share. I'd say, especially considering what Facebook has done, and you got to understand, I hate these people. I really do. Considering what Facebook has done, minus the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and minus the dips, the dip that we saw recently, it could be a strong buy. If you've got that kind of money, because the thing about it is I had people in my family, they bought Facebook when it was between $50 and $60. So even though they're way up, they still, I guess they cringe when they look at how much money Facebook has lost over the last year, or at least since it was $382, especially within the last, couple of weeks. So the bottom line is Facebook very well might be a buy. But me personally, I hate those people so much that I honestly I don't care if you buy it or not. I really don't. I can't tell you to buy it because I hate fucking Zuckerberg. In fact, if you have it, I'd like to tell you to sell it. But I guess that that's the downside about trading with anger. You get angry trades. I guess that's the downside about it. Google is definitely a strong buy. You got to buy yourself that Google. Got to get on Google. You got to get that Google. Netflix. And it's funny because I was watching Netflix just a minute ago. I was watching Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Don't ask me why. But Netflix, over the last year, as a stay-at-home stock, Netflix, Peloton, and a couple of others, I think even Hulu, a couple of others, most of these things are down simply because people aren't staying at home anymore. What's Hulu stock? Does Hulu have a stock? Oh, maybe they don't. Okay, but Hulu stock, which Disney Disney bought it. Okay. The stay-at-home stocks got hit because people had to go back to work. So if you look at just about every single stay-at-home stock for over the last year, one thing you'll notice is they're all down from their highs. The coronavirus pandemic has ended. So pretty much everybody had to go back to work. And Peloton, especially, I heard that they were selling people rusty bikes and shit. Peloton, Zoom, anything that was a stay-at-home stock where you had these goddamn hippies and they're staying in their little shitty apartments in Manhattan paying $3,000 a month. All of them got hit and they couldn't go to the gym. So they say, yeah, let me get this Peloton bike. Yeah, well, y'all were getting that Peloton bike at $139. Now that shit's down to $29 a share. So, these are those stay-at-home stocks for these goddamn hippies. And basically all of them have suffered. Let's see how Starbucks is doing. Because, I hate hippies. I hate them. Let's see how Starbucks is doing. Starbucks is down, too. Starbucks is down. You know why? Because without Biden mailing you welfare checks, it's not that easy to pay $7 for a cup of that nasty-ass coffee, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. So Disney's down. Starbucks down. Walmart. Well, Walmart has relatively inexpensive food. So Walmart keeps people coming there shopping. But Walmart, I'd say Walmart's still okay. Walmart is a very good store. So they're doing pretty good. But, the stay-at-home stocks, they got their asses kicked. And they, that was inevitable. It's inevitable. I think the biggest loser was probably Zoom. Zoom got hurt. Zoom got hurt. Oh, that stay-at-home stock shit, man, them guys, they were at $478 a share. And now they down to $126. They got hurt. Yes, they did. I don't think Zoom's ever going back up. Not unless we have another pandemic. Not unless Russia starts, well, hey, if Russia blows us up, you won't be able to watch television because those nukes, they'll take out all the electricity and shit. You'll have electromagnetic bombs and shit blowing out your electric technology. Your cars won't work. Your computer won't work. No more YouTube. Or at least not here anyway. But, Netflix got hurt. Tesla, I will say this, after having driven the new electric cars coming to market, Tesla's got a lot to worry about. Now, I do understand that they have a charging network, and there is an increasing number of people that are lined up to buy Tesla Cybertrucks and to buy those Roadsters and stuff. The only thing about it is, unless Tesla keeps making cheap cars, like unless they make something cheaper than the Model 3 and smaller than the Model 3, or unless they make another option to the Model Y, well, Tesla's got a lot of competition because I got to say, Hyundai and Kia are not playing games. The Niro, the Kona, the Ioniq, the new Ioniq 5, the Kia EV6, they're not playing games. And they've got a huge lineup of cars that, in my opinion, are better than the Model 3 and the Model Y. So, Tesla better watch out. They better watch out because, they could get their asses kicked. Anybody can get their asses kicked, but Tesla definitely, they can get their asses kicked. Then there's Amazon. Amazon has shot up to like 31 and 3,200, And the high, 52-week range high, was $3,773. If this Russia-Ukraine conflict pushes Amazon back below $3,000, you need to buy at least one share of it. Because if you've got at least one share of Amazon, if they do a stock split, first of all, even if you buy out one share, you pay $3,000. It will definitely probably go back up after all this insanity is over. But my thing is, if you get one share, and let's say Amazon does a surprise stock split, what you're going to see is a bunch of people rush in, just like you saw them do with Google. And when they rush in after the stock split announcement, you have a choice of either selling and pocketing your gains, or you can hold it and ride it out for the next 5 or 10 years. And then later on, when you retire, you're going to have yourself a nice chunk of Amazon and a nice chunk of Google. But Amazon and Google are part of my personal index, man-goat. Can't beat it. I tried to tell you to buy AMD. What did you do? You went out and bought Shib coin. You went out and bought motherfucking dog coin. Dodge coin, whatever. That's what you did. I told you to buy Nvidia. What did you do? You said, no. I want to buy Elon Musk. He's going to put us on Mars. He's going to get Elon Musk's coin. Lost your money. I tried to tell you. I did my best, Lord. I tried to tell him. I tried. But anyway, my dividend earners are still earning those dividends. See, let me just so you understand, if you've never seen my list before, because you might be new here, because I get like new subscribers all the time because of my apocalypse driving videos. Bottom line is, when you see this thing where it says X div date, this is basically the date that they pay you on those dividends. So what is this? I already got paid a couple for January. As you can see, January's were right here. This was February. So basically, this is kind of like a roadmap to when you get paid, basically. So if they decide that they're going to disperse their dividends on a specific date, pretty much that ex-div date tells you when you can pretty much expect that you're going to get paid. And the money just rolls right into your account. And then you have a choice. You can either reinvest it using a dividend reinvestment program, or you can reinvest it yourself, or you can just cash out. And you can say, hey, guess what? I just made $150 on dividends, so I'm going to cash this shit out, and I'm going to go buy something. I don't know what you want to buy. Or you might use it to pay bills. I don't know. Maybe you pay your electric bill. I really don't know. Some people do crazy things with money. So, I mean, hell, you could, like, sometimes I use my dividends, I buy ammo. Because Desert Eagle ammo, AR-15 ammo, this shit ain't cheap. I got bullets right over here. This shit is fucking expensive. I might go to the range this week coming up and, bring my guns to the range. I might do it. This is President's Week, so I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I really don't know. I definitely might do that. I don't know, because the problem is, it makes, the gas prices are so high, it makes you not want to go anywhere. Because, you got to spend so much money to go, like, if you want to go hunting, to drive all the way out there, man, you're spending top dollar. In fact, I did some numbers. To go to my favorite gun range, it's 160 miles one way. So that means that's 160 miles, another 160 miles. So you're talking about no less than a total round trip of somewhere around 340 to 350 miles. When you factor in 350 miles when you're driving my car, if I don't go to the range, I can actually take the money that it would cost me to go, and I could buy a new gun. Their gun's about $400. I could buy a shotgun for $400. It's fucking ridiculous. Gas is so damn high that it really makes you recalculate everything. For the amount of money that it would take me just to put gas in my car to go to the gun range, I could buy lots and lots more ammo. I mean, Desert Eagle ammo, you're talking about $1.50 a round at least. Shit. These gas prices are something else. These stupid-ass Russians and these stupid-ass Ukrainians, man, these guys are just making things harder for everybody, aren't they? So anyway, how's Reddit doing with their GameStop? Oh, GameStop's $121. I thought the shit was going to the moon. Oh, what about AMC? Oh, AMC. Oh, you stupid if you're not getting your money into AMC. What do you want to do? You want to be poor forever? You going to be poor forever? You don't get into AMC? You got to get in there now. Not at $17.83. Nah, I don't think so. Nah. Coinbase down to $188. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Robinhood, 1183. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I thought, no. I thought Robinhood was the future crypto and all. No. I guess not. No. Nope. So that's where we are. I don't know about airlines. Let's see how because we already know what the oil's doing. Oil don't give a fuck, and the banks are kicking ass too. I gotta say, the banks are kicking some ass. But what are the airlines doing? What's the airlines doing? Well, JetBlue is 1550. Now here's the thing. As far as airlines, if you get into the airline, if you have the money to spare to buy stakes in the airlines, I can promise you the government is too pussy to let the airlines go bankrupt. They will bail them out. They'll bail them out before they'll bail you out. We already know that. They need the airlines. That's part of our national security for the most part, especially when you think about Boeing. Boeing is part of our national security, national defense. They're not letting any of these things go under. As you can see, even when they hit rock bottom, they pretty much rebounded as much as they could. Yes, they are losing money. Yes, they're not profitable right now. None of them really pay a dividend. But if you have the money to spare on small amounts of shares, you could buy airlines. I don't recommend that. I recommend you go after Google and Amazon instead. But it's up to you. I mean, it's your money. You can do whatever you want. I can't stop you. I can't force you to do nothing. All I can do is point back to all the times I told you not to waste your fucking money with Dogelon and Dogecoin and Shibcoin and Cardano. Because I remember all these people talking so much shit. Cardano, oh yeah, Cardano's up to $2, it's $3, Cardano. You don't hear them voices no more. Them guys are quiet, boy. They quiet now. They quiet. I don't hear from them. It was like 310 when the pump was going good, but now, nah. I thought this shit was supposed to be a store of value. I thought this was supposed to be a hedge against inflation. I thought that this was supposed to be anonymous and the government wasn't supposed to be able to track me down so they could stop me from being able to spend my money like a free American is supposed to be able to spend my money. That's what I thought I heard. I thought Bitcoin was going to $100,000. Michael Saylor. There are those that said that what you're looking at was never supposed to happen. What are they to say now?